Okay, so I'm just going to real quick just walk you through what I did here. First of all, the live drums go through silencer because that's just what you use for this. But I used a trick. So I've got this trim so that you're getting just the hits coming through on the kick there. Here's the kick only. That's the kick in mic. But here's the other part of the equation. I'm using the British channel, which is a 4000E, I think. But you got this fast attack on the gate there. And I'm using a hardening on the compressor. It's all the way up on the threshold, but my track isn't coming in that hard. It is having an effect. So here we're getting 3 dB of compression, the hard knee. I crank the gain to get that to happen. I don't care about this. That's good. I did compensate at the output. But listen how the fast attack makes that note click off. A great trick with the 4000E. Works great on this preamp. The EQs are just like your typical SSL EQs. You can switch back and forth through blue and brown, brown and black. But the peak on the black is especially punchy. And the filters are 18 dB per octave instead of 12. Then you got this wonderful. Oh, did you know that I'm talking about T-Racks Max 5 V2 from IK Multimedia here? That's really the bargain I got. I got this entire set of plugins for $49. So this is a 1073. And so I've got it at 60 cycles. I'm boosting it up quite a bit there, but I'm rolling off at 50. Over here I'm cranking the preamp gain. And then I'm rolling off a little high end. That's it. I did something similar over here on the kick-in mic. But I didn't need the gate. I just used this gate by itself. That's good. Didn't need the silencer on it. And this one's got a big boost at 60 and a big cut at 36 or 360. So together your kick. So I sound at that. And then I've also got a sample here provided by PLAP. It's probably got similar treatment to the regular in kick. And then I've also got, I put an instance of impact in there with a really tapping kick because it's a really heavy, dense mix, as you'll see. And this is one of Dr. Bob's kick drums with a little bit of reverb and a lot of tap. So then with the whole set. Again, we got silencer. And here I'm using the expander. I don't want to cut it off. What I want the expander to do is quiet down the space in between what silencer takes out. So I can focus silencer. Let me get back to where we got the snare drum. Silencer's focusing on just getting those cuts and getting a good sound as natural as possible. The British channel's coming through with the expander behind silencer and reacting more slowly to clean up in between. See how neat that is? And I'm getting a nice, 3 dB of compression here, hard ratio, or hard knee. And a little bit of EQ on this. Now here I'm using the IK Multimedia API 550D emulation, boosting at 100 cycles, boosting at 180. This way this works, it tells you what you're set to. Look at that. That's nifty. Plus 4 at 3K, plus 3 at 5K, and then using their classic EQ, The classic EQ is cool. I'm not sure what it is about this thing. It's just, if you put something like, okay, like this, you can see the curve as you're working with the knobs. I don't know. I can't see what's going on with the audio. I can just see this line, but it's an intuitive. It's a nice EQ, and it's got some good presets. Although their IK presets are pretty thin. Classic clipper is pretty nice in this case, so I can really boost the snare up right to the channel level, but it's fat. So I'm using a clipper, but I'm using a combination in between the soft knee and the hard knee, so it's not chopping off completely. It's just keeping it controlled. It doesn't get any wild hits. Near bottom, you got the EQ 550A, not 550, EQ 550A, behind, and the boost channel. Usually fast attack, get some compression, EQ. And you got some triggers on here too. Overheads, all I did was use these little kilohertz filters. Go off a little bit longer. Those are favorites of mine now. Yeah, it's got to mute my organ there. That's pretty good stuff. The toms, all I did is run them through the killer Black 76. Filters as promised. For the room mics, I used the mic room. Play with the mic sound, and I guessed at what they used and tried something different, and it changed, and I liked it, so I left it. Again, using kilohertz filter here, I'm just taking out some parts and symbols I don't really need in my room mic. And then I'm running it through the IK bus compressor. This is their SSL bus compressor, using the grid, ridiculous 10-to-1 ratio, long attack, slow release, slow attack, fast release. Here on this room mic, that was a kit mic earbuds. I use a dining view, and all I'm doing is aiming the hits. So I get more of the cymbals come through this when it gets busy mushy right now. Up here. See how the kick and the snare is hitting it, the cymbals are coming up. Because I wanted that on mic. I also got a drum crush mic, I did nothing with it. Special effects. For my percussion, I use this little, look at that. Black Rooster audio, give him credit for this funky old preamp. This one gets something going on. Got a shaker in there. See here. Just kind of helps control it and bring it up. I use that on my overhead bus over here too. Now on my master bus, kick, wonderful UAD full Texas, you can turn it on and it sounds. The cycle setting, boosting it, cutting it. At 8K I'm boosting, so I'm rolling off at 5. The Black 76. Digging in pretty good there. Back to the start here. Right. Now I'm using I am really in love with these HLF, these 3C Voltex, the high-low filters. You want it not to be in your way too much down below, and just flick it up to 50 and use it. What about those cymbals being a little too tight, too crunchy? Yeah, just bring it down. Yeah, it sounds about right. This doesn't even cost you any level because it's digital. I also have a DVX160 on here. Now it's not in the circuit right now. I use the waves because I don't have the UA and because I didn't think you did. Good. So the idea of this thing is when it's on, man. Well, at the end where you kind of almost lose the kick drum because it's like the singers come in and back here. Crushing. But it's just an extra. It's automated. It kicks in the last chord. That's all. The snare, first thing it hits is the Saturator X. And then the compression, which is actually a 2-1. That distortion element in it. And the just kind of give a little more texture, juice it up, blah blah blah. Toms. Okay, here's some. There. Okay, with. You do too, don't you? Wow, this is that. 4-inch. Mr. Drummer. Right. And then that goes into that HLF. EQ. Guarding the bottom, nipping the top. That's all that's doing. Okay, let's look at our overheads. Another one of these. What do you know? So these guys, again, the whole set you can still hear it. Drum Master, only one thing on it. Manually emulation. This is a really soft, I think it's like 1.5 to 1, something like that, 1.5 to 1. It's not on that, not the limiter setting on this. So I'm going to a couple of reverbs. For the snare, I got this CSR plate, IK Multimedia. These are great use for reverbs. But my set is actually in this room. This is the IK Multimedia. That on 80 unmodified. Drop the kid in there. That's sweet. It sounds good when that. Alright. We'll hold it for a second.
Yeah, we all know that she's the crazy one. Damn, I said love don't need to be psychotic.